Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be doing a requested topic, which is the best vehicles to own for fun in 2024 for Grand Theft Auto Online. I also saw that a lot of you wanted me to put timestamps in my video so it would be easier to see where the vehicles are positioned in the list, so I'll be doing that as well. And making our way straight in the number 5 position, we arrive at this, the Scramjet. Now, this vehicle is in the 5th place position for two reasons. First of all, there's two massive reasons why this vehicle is in the number 5 position. Yeah. But the other reason is because the Scramjet is an incredibly fun vehicle to mess around with. I mean, it can jump, which is already pretty dang cool, but you'll notice that I've got two big glowing holes coming out of the backside of this vehicle. And these aren't any holes, they are rockets! And as you can see, we are able to fly crazy high into the air. And that is really why this vehicle's so fun. Also, I just noticed that there's another Princess Robot Bubblegum underneath the Scramjet. Oh my god, that's actually hilarious. But yeah, this vehicle is just super fun because it features the rocket. I mean, it has by far the longest lasting rocket boost out of all the rocket-powered vehicles, which alone is pretty dang cool. But it's the fact that you can jump into the air and just yeet this vehicle. Like, for example, there's a big building in front of us, and I could just yeet right over the building, and in fact, I'm about as high as the Maze Bank Tower right now, which is just absolutely insane. So the Scramjet is very fun. Yes, it's not going to get from point A to point B very fast, but if you just want to launch into the air, I should also mention that this vehicle does feature machine guns, and better yet, it also features missiles. So you can launch this thing into the air, and then there's like a jet or something flying after you. You can just launch some missiles at them, and these aren't lame missiles. These are Mark II homing missiles, so they will deal some decent damage. The Scramjet overall is just a very fun vehicle. As I said, there's nothing insane about it. It's just the fact that, well, you can get yourself stuck in situations like this. So that is why the Scramjet reaches the number 5 position. While the Scramjet is very fun, I personally like the Oppressor more. Not the Mark II, which is honestly a pretty lame vehicle. Nah, I like the original Oppressor more. Mainly, okay, alright, we're fine. But the reason I like the Oppressor more is because of the fact that this vehicle features the same rocket boost basically on the Scramjet, but on a flying broomstick, which is just super fun. So you have two different ways you can use this vehicle. You can do kind of Mad Lad crazy where you just launch yourself into the air with the rockets and just do a bunch of circles, which is really cool. Or you can use flying mode, where you use the rocket boost, and then you can launch yourself into the air even... Okay, well, all I'm doing right now is launching myself into a wall. Alright, let's try that again, this time without dying. So we can pull out the wings, bring it into the air, and then you can do whatever you want with the rocket boost, which makes it a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm just gliding throughout. And this is why I like it more than the Scramjet. Yeah, the Scramjet's fun, it's unpredictable, but I also like the fact that you can just bounce this off of buildings, fold up the wings, and then just yeet yourself crazy high into the air. I mean, look at that, I'm over a helicopter. I wonder if I can hit the helicopter. Yeet! Nah, unfortunate. But yeah, the Oppressor, it's a very fun vehicle. The fact that you have missiles means that you're super dangerous if anybody does ever try to mess with you. And then you pair that with the fact that this is an incredibly fast motorcycle due to the rocket boost, due to the great acceleration and handling it has, paired with the fact that you can fly. Oh my god, I don't know how we didn't get knocked off there. But yeah, the fact that this thing can fly is just the... piece de resistance. So we go in the air. Yeet! Oh my, we are super duper high with that launch. Let me know what you guys think about the Oppressor. Monster trucks are epic. I don't really think I need to say much else. But what if we could make this monster truck even cooler? Well, look no further. We have mounted a massive plow to the front of it. We have given it a rocket boost, allowing it to go faster than sports cars, and the ability to jump. What I'm talking about is the Sasquatch, the Bravado Sasquatch. For people that are new to the game and don't know how to get your hands on this vehicle, you need to make your way over to the phone and purchase this property right here, the Arena Workshop. Once you own an Arena, you can purchase the base model of this vehicle and then upgrade it into the Sasquatch. Hopefully that answers the questions. But yeah, this vehicle, as we can see, it's a little insane. The fact that we can just push cars out of our way is, it's just so fun. And that's my favorite part about this vehicle. Some of the smaller Arena War vehicles struggle to send vehicles flying and out of their way, but, I mean, we can see this is like taking candy from a baby. It doesn't even really slow me down. It's just so much fun. And as I said, this vehicle's also fast. If you'll notice, my smokestacks have flames pouring out, and it allows me to achieve a top speed of 130 when I activate the rocket boost, which is actually insane. So this vehicle's fast, it's got rockets, and as I said, it can jump. Plus, it is super, super good at off-roading. Oh my god, that car went absolutely flying. So yeah, the Sasquatch, by far, one of the most fun vehicles to own in Grand Theft Auto Online. I feel like a lot of people forget about the Arena War vehicles and how fun they can be. You can also mount, like, kinetic mortars on them, which will just send vehicles flying even more. I just don't have them on because I don't think they look that cool. But yeah, this vehicle also looks really cool in my opinion. So I would highly, highly recommend to pick up the Sasquatch. It is just pure fun. I find off-roading incredibly fun, and that's why I always have a lot of fun with quad bikes and motorcycles, trying to just do some absolutely crazy maneuvers while climbing over rocks. And the Blazer Aqua is actually a pretty good vehicle when it comes to off-road capabilities, but it gets even better, because this vehicle also turns into a freaking Ski-Doo, which you can just send absolutely flying through the rapids, and it's one of the fastest boat-type vehicles in the game. So not only is it fairly fast in the water, going upwards of around 60 miles per hour, which we can see here is pretty dang speedy, but it's also a really good off-roader, and you can swap between off-road and water capabilities with the flick of a button. So you can see right now, we're in water mode, and you know what, I'm done with water mode. Now we're in land mode. You probably couldn't even tell that we swapped in between modes. It is that dang fast. So the Blazer Aqua is actually really fun. Yeah, it's not the craziest of vehicles ever, and there's probably people in the comments that are gonna be like, really, dude, really? You picked the Blazer Aqua? But personally, I actually think it's quite a fun vehicle to mess around with. As we can see here, it's not too shabby at all on its off-roading capabilities. And because it's a quad bike, you're not going to, like, die if you hit a tree like you can see here. It's just a really fun vehicle. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, if you agree or disagree. I don't think this is, like, the craziest vehicle, but I still think it's super duper fun. Let's move on to the final vehicle for today's list. And here we have it, the Ramp Buggy. I mean, the Ramp Buggy is just one of the coolest vehicles that Rockstar has ever added into the game, and I think you can see why already. You see, when the Ramp Buggy was first introduced into Grand Theft Auto Online, Rockstar was pretty lame, because they made it so you could only drive into, it was probably 30 or so vehicles before it started smoking, and then over the next 10 it would catch on fire and blow up. And because of that, it just made it a useless purchase, because the whole point of the vehicle was to ramp cars, but if you ramped cars, it would catch on fire and explode. However, Rockstar basically changed it so you can just go infinitely without it ever blowing up, which is actually really, really nice, and it has made the Ramp Buggy an incredibly fun vehicle to mess around with. I would also put the Phantom Wedge in the same category here of the first place position. Both of them are very fun. I just like the Ramp Buggy more, because A, it looks really, really cool, but B, it's also quite a bit faster and more maneuverable, which makes it more practical in most situations you're going to use it in. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with today's list of vehicles. I obviously have my own opinions and everybody else has theirs, so I just figured I'd share my opinion on what I believe to be the most fun vehicles. There were jets that I had in mind, like the F-160 Raiju crossed my mind, but at the end of the day, it's just a jet. I mean, jets are fun, but you already know what you're getting into when you buy one. I wanted to pick some vehicles that were more obscure and maybe not everybody knew about, like the Blazer Aqua and the Sasquatch. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!